Come on down, team.
Hey.
I need to... Hey. Yes. Speak to me.
Huh? No, we're ready.
Oh, I thought someone said hey.
Steve said hey.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I heard was that.
Already.
So we always
We're going to start down
Always
low,
done is
work our
perfect.
way up. Right? We're going to start down low and work our way up. Everybody grab your foam roller. I'd like you to take that sucker and put it on your right, underneath your right calf. Okay, once we get it right here underneath your right calf, I want you to start down in the lower half, right? In the lower half of your calf, we're going to break this into 2 parts. Then you're going to cross your left leg over top. And then once we're here, we're just going to start rolling in the bottom half. Just stay right there in the bottom half of your right calf.
Oh my God.
Put weight on it.
There it is.
We're rolling the bottom half of our right calf. Nice and slow. Good.
Really fun. One day.
All right. And now stop towards the upper part of that bottom roll, and then just go ahead and make some clockwise circles with your right foot. Good. And then go ahead and pull your foot back and release 5 times.
Is my butt off the ground?
Your butt is off the ground.
Oh, crap.
Once you've done that 5 times, put your body back down for just a second. Give your hands a little break. And then you're going to start basically from the midpoint all the way up towards your knee. Lift it back up, and let's roll from midpoint all the way up towards your knee. Obviously, we're not rolling into the knee joint. You're staying on the musculature. Nice and slow. Whenever we roll, we're thinking 1 inch per second, guys. 1 inch per second.
Yeah, we are. It hurts.
Not really. Oh, God. Right.
All right. Now, somewhere along that space between where you started and the top of your knee, stop on a real tender spot again. Hold it up still. Make your ankle circles. Right? Circle. And then go ahead and pull back and release 5 times.
Oh, it hurts.
Good. Once you've done 5, put your hands down, put your butt down for just a second, right? And then you lift back up, and you're going to roll the whole length of your calf. So from the bottom to the top, whole length.
This is something we should be doing every day.
The answer is, if you're making this much noise, then yes.
Okay.
Maybe you should not have asked that. You should know the answer to that.
All right, stop right there. Good. Now give your hands a little break. Give your wrists a little break. We're going to switch over to the left leg.
Oh.
Sounds good out there, team. Good start to the day.
Oh.
All right. So we're gonna position our roller in the bottom half of our left leg. Cross your right leg over top. Lift your butt up and roll that bottom half. Mm-hmm. Just roll that bottom half. Good. And then when you get towards the top of that bottom half, you can stop, leave your butt off the ground, and make your ankle circles counterclockwise.
Oh.
Oh, that hurt my knee.
God.
And then go ahead and pull your foot back and release it 5 times. Beautiful. Once you've done 5, put your hips down, give your hands a little quick break. And you're gonna move in the top half now. So from the midpoint of your calf up towards your knee. Ready? Let's go.
Is my butt back off the ground now?
Yes, your butt is back off the ground now. Yes, sir. Nice try.
Oh. Why does that hurt so much?
Somewhere in that roll between
My question.
between the midpoint and the top, you can stop on a tender spot, leave it right there, and then go ahead and make your counterclockwise circles again. And then go ahead and pull your foot back and release it 5 times. Good, and then you're gonna roll the whole length once you've done your 5, all the way up, all the way down. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're done with our calves. Done with also creating the feeling like we're breaking our wrists as well too. All right, moving on, team. We're gonna go on to your quad muscles here next, and we're gonna start with your right one. Okay. So if you've got a short roller, you can just put yourself right in the middle of the roller. If you have a long roller, slide it to the right so that you've got plenty of space to move. Right. So we're gonna start it right in front of our right knee. And then we're going to come down into the army crawl position with the roller right above our right knee. And we're going to break this into halves as well, too. We're going to roll up halfway to about mid-thigh and then back down to just above your knee. Mid-thigh. And then
your left knee is out like you're in a half frog?
Yep, and it's on the ground. You got it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So we're just rolling up, and now you can cross your left leg over your right, and if you want to take all your weight onto the roller, you can do that.
What?
No, thank you.
It's pretty awful.
Why would you suggest it then?
All right, now, when you get to the mid-thigh position again, hold that right there. I want you to fishtail your leg left and right just a little bit. Good. And then go ahead and bend your knee 5 times.
Oh.
Good. Once you've done 5 knee bends, you're going to move from the midpoint of your thigh up towards your hip bone. As you move up, you will probably need to rotate your left hip up just a little bit so you can get all the way up into your hip flexor and then come right back down to the mid-thigh position. So we're moving from the mid-thigh up to hip bone, staying on the soft tissue. Don't roll over any bones. And you might need to pivot your left hip up just a little bit, like 15, 20 degrees, so that you can create space and really get into your hip flexor region. Looking good.
Oh.
Okay. Now, somewhere between that roll, so from the hip flexor down to the midpoint again, I want you to find a spot that feels, awesome, and stop on it. And I want you to fishtail your leg left and right. And then do 5 more knee bends. Once you finish your 5 knee bends, you're going to roll the full length of your quad all the way up, all the way down. You might need to army crawl a little bit as you make it happen, just so you can make the full length. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, let's stop that leg and let's move over to our left. Move over to your left. Put that roller right there in front of your left knee. And we're rolling from just above the left knee up to about mid-thigh and back down. So from just above your left knee up to mid-thigh and back down.
Is there a 6:30 today?
There is. You sticking around for it?
I might.
Do it all over again? Good.
told Grace she could come, but we didn't want to fight over the foam roller.
All right, I want you to stop in the mid-thigh position. Okay. Fishtail your leg left and right.
Ooh, what happened on this side?
What happened on this side? And then go ahead. Go ahead and bend your knee 5 times.
Great too. Ooh.
All right, once you've done 5, you'll start from the mid-thigh position and roll all the way up towards your hip bone. And now you might need to turn your right hip up just a little bit so that you can create space to get all the way up there. So mid-thigh up to your hip bone. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Drew.
All right, somewhere along that roll from mid-thigh to hip bone, you can stop. Good, find a tender spot. Good. And then fishtail away.
Plenty of options.
Good. And then go ahead and bend your knee 5 times.
Okay. Okay.
And then once you've done 5, roll the whole leg. Roll the whole length of your leg.
Oh, have mercy.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop.
Oh.
Very nice. All right, we're moving up. We're going to your butt. Okay. I'd like you to take your roller and I'd like you to park your rear end, your right butt cheek. So you're going to have to lean to your right a little bit. Park your right butt cheek right in the center of your roller. Right butt cheek. So again, I know it looks like I'm on my left on your monitor, but make sure it's under your right cheek. And then once you're there, take your right foot off the ground and cross your right leg over your left like so. Right? And I'm leaning back, so I've got my right hand on the ground. My left hand is stabilizing here on my left leg. Now that I'm here, we're just going to roll basically from sit bone to belt line. Sit bone to belt line. Nothing else really needs to happen here other than a nice smooth roll. We don't need to do any shimmies or moves or anything like that. I want you to feel like the roller is getting a chance to dig into your glute muscles, which are really big. So it takes a little bit of time to get them to loosen up.
Ooh.
We're about 20 seconds on this cheek, and then we're going to turn the other cheek. You like what I did there? It's kind of funny.
So funny.
Got a little biblical on you.
I was praying to Jesus just now anyway.
That's the truth.
All right, we can stop on that cheek. Let's switch cheeks. Move it over. Place your left cheek on the roller. Yep. And then left hand is on the ground. Take your left leg, cross it up over your right. Oh, that's
Where's my right hand?
Huh?
Where's my right hand?
I have my right hand on my left leg, just kind of holding on right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had both back for the last one.
That takes too much pressure off.
Oh,
And then Steve,
au contraire.
Steve, cross your left leg over your right, not your right leg over your left.
Okay. Oh.
There you go.
He got it.
He found it.
Yeah.
Oh. What's wrong with the left side?
Is everything okay over there?
No. gonna weep quietly.
We need some medics.
Oh.
We're definitely not coming.
All right. Well, there you are, your own. You heard it here.
Nice and smooth and slow and controlled. Very nicely done.
Oh. Should I lose feeling in my leg?
You might. All right,
Because
stop
I am.
right there. Yeah, you might get a little tingling sensation in your leg when you do that. It's just a
It's
definite
paralysis.
sign that your sciatic nerve is a little bit entrapped. All right, here we go.
Oh.
We're gonna move on to some lat muscles next, guys. We're done with our lower half. We're gonna work on our upper half. So take your roller, and we're gonna be on our right side down, right? So I need you to come to your right side down and put your foam roller in the thick, meaty part of your lat muscle. So right there, underneath your armpit, along your rib cage. Your right hand is gonna go on your head, and your right leg is going out straight. Your left leg is coming down like so. In your best Burt Reynolds centerfold pose right here. That might be lost on you young ones out there. You might not know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, please. Give me a break.
No, they young
Well, I
ones.
was speaking of Win and Bigotel there. All right.
Yeah.
Bert.
All right. So once we're here, okay, and you've got a dead smack in the middle, you're on a tender spot. I want you to just start by pivoting front to back. So you're gonna rock front to back on your roller.
Oh gosh.
Wow, that doesn't feel great.
Okay. Now you can stop your pivot on a really tender spot. Hold that there. Take your right hand off your head, reach it straight out, and then you're gonna lift your hand up your whole arm. Lift your whole arm up 5 times off the ground.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
Once you've done 5, put your hand back on your head, and then you might need to adjust the roller up or down an inch or 2, and then I want you to pivot front to back again.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you that have trouble going overhead with like shoulder exercises, this is an excellent one to do on a regular basis. All right, so stop on something tender again. Hold that there, take your hand off your head again, and then lift your arm up 5 times.
Okay.
Once you've done your 5, put your hand back on your head. Take your left hand, put it down on the ground right in front of your chest. Using your left hand and your left foot, lift your hips up about 1 inch off the ground and roll up and down. Oh. You don't need to lift very high, just enough so that your butt's not dragging on the floor.
Oh. Is my chest parallel to the wall, or is it kind of facing down to the ground?
Kind of more parallel than anything. It actually might be leaning back. It might be more open. It just depends on where you're tender. So I keep mine a little more open.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful. We can stop right there, and we can switch sides over to the left side. What I hear is, man, this feels amazing.
Thank God for your selective hearing.
Where's Farag? Why isn't Farag here today?
Because her dog ate her roller.
Oh, that's that what it is? D, you better get on that.
All right.
Yeah. Not now, later, but, give her a hard time. All right, here we go. I want it underneath your left lat muscle now. Your left hand is on your head. Your left leg is out straight. Your right leg is bent down behind your left. And you're going to start pivoting front to back. Right, give yourself that little rock.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
He did do a side of it.
Beth, this is a good one for your left side.
I can tell. Thank you.
I can tell. All right. Stop your pivot on a tender spot.
Oh.
Take your hand off your head, reach it straight out, and then lift your arm up 5 times off the ground.
Oh, like I can barely even lift my arm out straight. Oh,
Oh my god.
Is Dawn here?
She's here. And then once you've done 5 lifts, put your hand back on your head. You can adjust your roller up or down an inch or so. Find a spot that's now tender again, and then go ahead and pivot front to back.
I don't complain during times like these, Win.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Are you even foam rolling?
I am.
All right, you stop your pivot, take your hand off your head, and then lift that arm up 5 more times.
Oh.
Uh-oh, I think I want a nerve. Oh,
Okay.
Good. Once you've done 5, put it back on your head. Using your right hand down on the ground in front of your chest and your right foot, lift your hips up, and let's roll up and down about 2 or 3 inches, not real far. Whew.
Oh.
All right, you can stop that and put your hips down. Give yourself a little breather. Good. And then we're gonna switch gears, and we're gonna move your roller to your back. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Now remember, when we go to your back on your roller, we do not go into your lower back, right? We start at the bottom of your rib cage. Then we work our way up. So start your roller at the bottom of your rib cage. Take your hands behind your head. Okay. Once you're in position, you lift your hips up off the floor and start rolling up towards your shoulders, top of your shoulders.
oh,
And then roll right back down to the bottom of your rib cage. We are up and down, nice and slow. Moving 1 inch per second again. Taking your time.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Awesome. Now, somewhere along that roll, maybe right just below your shoulder blades on the way back down to your rib cage, stop, put your hips down, take a deep breath in, big inhale, exhale, and then reach your head and shoulders over the roller and stretch. Big inhale, bring your head back up. Relax for just a second. Big inhale again. Exhale, reach your head back over and stretch. Open those elbows as wide as you can.
Austin cream sounds good.
What? Good. Bring yourself back up. And then continue rolling up and down on each side.
That's not right.
can you do that thing where you move side to side?
Yeah, give me a second. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hang on. Hold on.
Hold on.
All right. Now I want you to stop somewhere. Okay, where you've got, probably right across your shoulder blades, maybe a little higher, a little lower. Depends on what feels best for you. Okay. And I want you to take a deep breath in, big inhale, big exhale. And I want you to drop your head back just like you did before. But now that you're here, I want you to kind of sway your upper body side to side and feel the foam roller kind of twist your muscle of your back.
Oh, that's incredible.
Where's my hands? Sorry.
Behind your head still.
Okay. And butts off the ground.
Butts on the ground, yeah.
On or
On the ground?
On, butts on the ground.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's so good. Like getting a massage.
I tell
Not
you,
exactly.
oh, Mindy, you'll learn to love it. You just gotta do it regularly. It will feel like a massage.
Yes, I think that's the deal.
It is the deal.
Uh,
All right, gang, we can stop that right there. I want you to come off your foam roller. And I want you to stand up, and I want you to give yourself a little walk around and grab some water, right? Anytime you do that much foam rolling, some hydration is really important right afterwards. Take a little breather, grab a little water.
I'm gonna have some water with coffee in it.
Or in my case, I'm gonna have some coffee.
Gonna be brown water.
Coffee sounds good right now.
Okay, we're gonna work into some stretching next, and if you need something to kneel on, grab that. Like if you need a cushion or if you need a pad or something, grab that. If you don't, if you got to soften the floor, great. All right, we're coming down. We're gonna get into a half kneeling position. So, what does that mean? It means I want you to. I need to move this so I can actually see the timer. Okay. All right, right knee down, left leg is forward. Okay. Right knee down, left leg forward. This is a half kneeling position. And we're gonna really work on trying to stretch out our hip flexor up top up here and lengthen out, give ourselves a lengthening feeling coming up and down through here. So stage one, once we're here and in position, everything's at 90 degrees, right? So I don't want this foot too far in front of you. I don't want it in too close. I wanna make sure you have good stability. Engage your abs and tuck your pelvis under, right? So no duck butts, make sure we're tucked under. And just as soon as you do that, go ahead and make sure your back toe is down. You should feel a pre-stretch happening right here in your hip flexor. Is that happening for everybody?
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, good. Hold that right there. Don't change that position. Now, I want you to aggressively flex your right butt cheek. Right, so just flex your right butt cheek, and you can kind of feel that makes the stretch even bigger there in the front. Now, take your right hand, bring it down by your side, reach it out, reach it up, and bring it right next to your ear. Once you're here, I want you to lift up out of your rib cage like you're trying to grab something off the ceiling and hold.
Are you still flexing your butt?
Still flexing your butt. Don't let go of that. Now I want you to think like that thing on the ceiling is moved over to your left a little bit, and you got to reach just slightly over to your left. Feel your right hip push out just a little bit to the right and stretch. Good. Now try and keep that there just a little bit, but open your chest to the right. And then lean back slightly to the left corner. Oh yeah, don't unsqueeze your butt.
Actions.
Beautiful. Relax it down nice and slow. And then we switch sides. Wasn't that nice? Okay, so we're coming here next. Now, same thing, right? Get yourself set up first, nice and stable. Tuck your pelvis so you engage your abs and your pelvis levels out. Okay, flex your left butt cheek aggressively. Really flex it hard. Take your left arm, reach it out in front, reach it up overhead. Line it up with your ear. And then I want you to create that feeling like you're reaching up for something off the ceiling. So you're lifting up out of your whole entire rib cage, getting it up there. Keep your butt tight. Now that thing you're reaching for has moved a little bit, so I want you to reach over to your right, just slightly. And as you reach over to your right, you feel your left hip push out to the side a little bit. Don't lose your butt, keep it flexed.
Dashed.
And then go ahead and open your chest to the left. And then go ahead and reach back slightly to your right. Lean back slightly to your right, slightly.
Wow, I feel that one.
Four, three, two, one. Stop right there. Bring it down nice and slow. Awesome.
Oh,
All right. So we're going to go from there into a sideline quad stretch. So we're going to come down to our side. And what I want you to do is get yourself down here. I'm going to start with my left side down. Okay. And I want to make sure that my knees are straight down from my hips. So I don't want them out in front of me. I want to make sure they're back here. Then you can use your left hand to kind of hold your head in place so it's kind of supported. Take your right hand, grab your right foot, and pull. Now, once we're here, straighten out your left leg. Now we got yourself in position, so your bottom leg. And you might feel a little quad stretch. You might feel a little hip flexor stretch here. I want you to squeeze your butt, right? Flex your butt and push your right hip forward a little bit.
All right.
Okay, now relax that. Now, you ready? We're gonna move from that into what's called the bretzel. You ready for the bretzel? So here, whereas what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the left leg, the bottom leg, and I want you to grab it with your right foot. I mean, with your right hand. Grab it with your right hand. So grab your left foot with your right hand and pull your left heel to your butt cheek. Now, take your left hand off your head and grab your right leg and pin your right leg to the floor in front of you at 90 degrees. Now,
left hand on my right leg.
Yep, and you're pinning your right knee to the ground right in front of your hip. So now your knee is up to 90 degrees.
Okay, that's the part I missed.
And then take your chest and open your chest to the floor.
To the floor?
I mean, sorry, open your chest to the ceiling, sorry. So you come down and you're trying to get your right shoulder blade back down on the ground.
Is my head on the ground?
Your head is back down on the ground now, yep. So basically you've got your right leg across your body, you've got your left leg bent and your left heel pulling towards your left butt cheek, and you're trying to get your right shoulder blade down on the ground.
Where's my right leg?
So you should feel the twist a little bit in your back.
In your mid-back.
What about your low back, hypothetically?
Nope. You should feel it in your mid-back, and you should feel it in your right butt cheek.
I got the right butt cheek,
your
but I
front
also
knee.
have the low back.
If you're feeling it in your lower
knees.
back, that means you're rotating from your lower back and not your upper back.
Is your front knee supposed to stay down?
As best you can, yep.
All right, I fixed it.
And you just hold, this is a long hold stretch, allowing you to relax into what we call thoracic rotation, to getting your chest to open up and disassociate from your lumbar spine. So we segment our spine here and mobilize the area that's supposed to be mobile and stabilize the area that should be stable. 3, 2, 1, we relax. Just untwist yourself. And then we're gonna roll it around, flip it over, go to the other side. Okay. So stage 1, right? We're gonna go into just the basic quad stretch first. So I want your knees together and forming a straight line down off your hips. Your right hand is holding your head just for some support. Take your left hand, grab your left foot, and pull back towards your left butt cheek. You can put your right leg out now, and then squeeze your left butt cheek. Woo! And push your left hip forward a little bit. Beautiful. Relax that right there. And now we're going to bretzel. Okay. So take your right leg underneath of you, bend it, take your left hand, grab your right foot, bring your left knee up to 90 degrees, pin it down on the ground right in front of your left hip. And then you're going to take your hand off your head so you can hold your your left knee down on the ground and then open your chest to the ceiling. Oh.
Nope, not gonna work on this side.
What's that?
It's not gonna work on this side.
Yeah, this side is like no rotation here.
Yeah, 0.
Where's your left arm?
If you're feeling it's tough on this side to do, right? Really focus on trying to close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and give your brain the chance to send the signals to that area to go ahead and relax. Like for me, this is really tight across my, like just below my shoulder blades.
Exactly.
And I feel it's pretty tight in my left hip. Like my left knee doesn't want to stay nicely on the ground like my right one did. So you just got to really think about it, spend some time to relax. You should start to feel like it eases up a little bit. Three, two, one. We'll relax out of that. Very nicely done. All right, so since you're down there, just go ahead and roll over to your back. We're gonna finish. You guys got time for one more? Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're gonna work on a little hamstring nerve glide action, right? So what I want you to do is we're gonna start with both your legs out straight, and you're gonna go ahead and bring your right foot in, and then take your hands and grab right behind your right thigh. So pick your leg up off the ground and lace your fingers together right behind your right thigh. Okay. Once we're here and you're holding on, I don't want your leg to move forward or backward. I want it to stay in the same position. But now you're just going to straighten and bend your leg. Right? Straighten and bend. So as you straighten, you should have a little bit of a stretch happening in your hamstring. And to straighten it, it means you got to flex your quad muscle. Right? But I don't want you to let it move. I want you to make sure that your thigh, so from knee to hip socket, is completely perpendicular to the floor. That make sense?
Yep.
Now we're going to add some footwork to it here, right? Because we're trying to get that leg as straight as we can get it. Now, as you are straightening your leg, I want you to also pull your toes towards your shin.
Oh,
So we've now added a little bit of a calf component to this. And we are gliding your sciatic nerve up and down your leg.
that's it.
Keep that foot flexed as you're straightening your leg. And then we're going to add one more component to it too. So we'll keep going with the leg straightening and the ankle flexing. Now, every time you straighten your leg, I want you to also lift your head and shoulders up off the ground. As you lower your leg, put your head and shoulders back down. Lift leg, lift head and shoulders. Really tuck your chin too on the way up. One more time. Fantastic. You can put that leg down, and we can switch. Do the exact same thing on the left. So bring your left leg up. Take your hands, lace them together behind your left thigh. Once you're here, keep your ankles soft and relaxed first, and just start straightening and bending. It's important to make sure you break this into steps, right? You can't just go for the aggressive one right off the bat, or you never give your chance to relax. You just kind of piss things off. Can't take it to the aggressive one right out of the gate. So I spend anywhere from like, I don't know, 20 to 30 seconds in each range. Or about 8 reps or so, maybe 10. All right, let's go ahead and add the ankle flex. So now you're pulling your toes towards your shins. Oh! You might find that this side's a little bit harder. You can't get your leg as straight. Another little cue I like for this is thinking about pushing your heel to the ceiling as you're straightening your leg and bending your ankle. Good. Now let's go ahead and add the head lift to the shoulder lift. As you bring your leg up, you lift up, tucking your chin on the way up. On the way down, you relax. And just keep straightening and bending. One more. 3, 2, and 1. Put your legs down, legs out straight, hands down by your side for just a second. Take a deep breath in, big inhale. Exhale, sink into the ground. Roll yourself up nice and slow. And ladies and gentlemen, you are all done on your Friday.
Woo!